American woman addicted to fake eyelashes had no idea her passion would turn her life into a real nightmare. When doctors discovered what was happening to her eye, everyone was shocked. Listen up. In Chicago, Emily, 27 years old, was obsessed with fake lashes. She had dozens of them and applied them constantly, even reusing them and sleeping with them on. But one morning, as she looked in the mirror, her heart nearly stopped. Her right eye was severely swollen, almost shut, red and irritated. At first, she thought it was just a minor reaction. But as days went by, the swelling got worse. Painful, throbbing, almost unbearable. Worried, Emily rushed to the hospital. Doctors first suspected a simple infection until they examined her eyelid more closely. When they finally discovered the real cause, the entire medical team stepped back in shock. What they found around her eye froze everyone in the room. Tap the plus button and comment lashes for part 2.
Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before we get started, as always, we give all praises, honor, and for reduce Yahweh. Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Takadosh. Give honor to the apostles and elders and great ministers that will talk this truth. He said, salutations to I give this which is word, the truth, sincerity, from the earth, we can like let's their lives and friends to do so. They have to do so now. They have before. Sister Brother Zion Abafi, the kid is the church by Jim. It's just a quick lesson. This video caught my attention. You see why, right? You see why. Okay. But women, right, as they do, doing too much, right? These damn eyelashes, fake eyelashes. You know what I'm saying? And if you women out there, if you don't know, right, real men don't even like that shit. It's the thing, you know, how they say in the book, real men don't like all the little extras. We don't need that, right? We don't need the eyelashes. We don't need the fake baby hair wigs, right? The fake eyebrows and all that. Like, you're doing too much. Real men enjoy true beauty, natural beauty, symmetry, right? If you're coming like that, you're good to go. All that extra, you know what I'm saying, it's a no-go. Because what happens is that, right, okay, you look like that, you know, in the daytime, all right, but what happened, all right, the next morning, all right, if you're dealing with a man, you know what I'm saying, the next morning, it's like, well, who is this? Who is that? What happened? You know what I'm saying? I want to see the same person in the morning that I see at night. You know what I'm saying? If you can't do that, you can't deal with it, right? That's all real men, period, right? So, you just saw a clip of an enemy, right, doing too much, call herself beautifying herself. At the same time, or in reality, she's destroying herself to the point where she's destroyed. She may go blind behind this. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you're using fake lashes, reusing dirty lashes. It's like, come on, like, what are you doing? Because you're trying to upkeep a look. You see the scriptures, right? That's where it says, right? If you want to know how to conduct yourself, if you want to know how to obtain a man, right? How to treat a man, all right? How to be basically one with that man. Okay, you got to go to the scripts, or so you got to get connected with a man of the Lord to teach you, to guide you, all right? To teach you, to guide you. All right, you got a lot of women, right, especially as of late, you know, call themselves teaching the Bible and this and that, and that's cool. You can teach, all right, your little circle of friends, all right, of the females. But as far as being on social media, trying to teach and go into prophecy and all that. That's not for women, right? That's for the men, right? The scriptures say, roughly paraphrasing, unto you men I call, right? You know, the kingdom of heaven is with men, right? Because hey, that's how the nation's gonna come back through the men, right? Via what? Sperma. Right? It doesn't matter what woman we deal with, whatever woman we do deal with, right? That seed is still gonna come out an Israelite seed. If the man is an Israelite, then that seed will be an Israelite. Period. Point blank. You know what I'm saying? But again, just addressing, this nonsense because that's what it is, right? It's called makeup for a reason, right? It's make believe, and it's not the real you. Like, who are you? What do you look like? What are your morals? What do you know, uphold? What is your standard? Right? Women be trying to catch a man with this falsified look, and hey, Jake. Now at the same time, Jake don't smash, right? Jake don't smash, but but in terms of it going a long term relationship, like from the front door, Jake, like a real man, like I don't see this going nowhere. I'm trying to get in and out with this one because you have the appearance, frankly, of a whore, right? Yo, way women, all right, they call themselves, uh, being on some high status and this and that, baddie and all this. Okay, and how far you think your looks gonna get you? You know what I'm saying? When the looks go away, now what you got? What do you know? What skill sets do you have? What do you bring to the table? Don't tell me you the table. But Jake, done with that. You got to be able to really add right to the team. If you can't do that, it's like you good for nothing, right? It's many women that look beautiful, right? They have natural beauty, mind you. They don't got to get made up. You see? So, hey, that's what the scriptures say. This right here. This is First Timothy. Right, getting the point. First Timothy 2, verse 9. It reads, "In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with embroidered hair, or gold, pearls, or costly array." It's going into the sentiment that you ain't got to do a lot, right, to look good. You know what I'm saying? In fact, first of all, you're supposed to have your head covered, right? You're supposed to have some type of head wrap, have your head covered. I ain't talking about a bonnet, though. Right? You got a bunch of MBs, they be outside in bonnets and pajamas, like you know what I'm saying. You in sleepwear, but you outside, like that shows your, you know, show what you own. You look like a hood rat. So up in Walmart with uh, fluffy house shoes, right? Some pajama pants. You know what I'm saying? Bonnet, the fake eyelashes, thinking they hitting them something. Just because you got a body, like, okay, that's nice. Well, shit, it's a million of, women that got body. And again, moreover, they have natural beauty. You know what I'm saying? So with them, you don't compete. You know what I'm saying? And if you want a good man, right? A man that's solid, a man that believes, right, in the scriptures, right? Then you got to come correct. You got to settle down. You got to humble yourself, right? And you have to just keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? Be modest. Like, you ain't gotta do too much, especially if you actually have, true beauty. Just, keep your skin clear, right? Eat right, exercise. You know what I'm saying? And the Heavenly Father would send, right, the right man to you. You know what I'm saying? connect, when it's time to connect, when you ready, right? Because it's really, you gotta be ready. You know what I'm saying? When you ready, the Heavenly Father set you up with whoever you're supposed to be set up with. And that's it, that's all. Um, let's read this also in the NLT. It says, and I want women to be modest in their appearance, aka no fake eyelashes, no fake baby hair, no wigs, no extensions, weaves, all that. It's like this shit's so done and played out. You know what I'm saying? That's so shit 90s. You know what I'm saying? Early 2000s, like Jay, you want to see the real you, right? Because that's how we coming, right? The way that man wake up, the way that man go to bed is the way he gonna wake up. He gonna look the exact same, right? And vegetables, and for those that do, right? When they got men here who put weave in their hair, like come on, like, right? Got long hair and all that, like that's off. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna fight with long hair, right? You already had a boss, so to speak. Because now, hey, all somebody gotta do is grab you by your head and rag down. You know what I'm saying? You make yourself a prey in terms of combat. You know, and here you get pulled out, whatever things may be. Like, that's of a feminine, you know, spirit. Right. So I want to also jump to what's that? First Peter. This is First Peter 3. In fact, I start from the top. Verse 1, and it reads, likewise, ye wives, right, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may out the word be won by the conversation of the wives. The conversation goes into conduct, right? How do you behave? How do you carry yourself? Right? For those that don't believe, they see you moving right, they gonna be like, damn, like what got into you? Like why you why you operate like that? Why you so quiet? Why you so submissive and humble? You know what I'm saying? Why you do this, that, and the third for you, man? Because she learned and figured out that's order. And that's how you obtain a man, that's how you keep a man, right? Being in order, right? Two-thirds raw women, they out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? When any woman got the nerve, right, to stand, toe to toe with a full grown man, that woman is not in her right mind, right? You're gonna find out, right? When shit hit the fan, when Jacob trouble ensues and things get out of hand, it's no 911. These women, hey, you gonna know, it's real. You know what I'm saying? You gonna know it's real. Just keep it like that. Verse 2, it says, while they behold your chaste conversation, that word conversation goes into conduct. It says coupled with fear. That's right. You're supposed to be fear. You're supposed to fear, right? Your man can literally take your life. You know what I'm saying? In terms of, the physical. Like, again, I don't know why women, well, we know why, but, our women just need to get in order. You know what I'm saying? That's if the woman is in order, right, under the man, all right, we can help build our nation. And that's what's going on right now, all right? Dealing with the hopeful elect, right? The Heavenly Father is going to give, right, the hopeful elect men, all right, many women, and such things, right, in the kingdom of heaven. But even on this side, hey, certain men, they're going to get that power, they're going to have that authority, all right, and they're going to have the women as well, all right, because women going to be in a space to where they're going to need protection. they're gonna need guidance, right, for the times that we're coming into, right? It says, verse 3, whose adorning let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair and of wearing of gold or of putting on of apparel, but let it be the hidden man of the heart in that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of Yahweh of great price. Let's also read that in the NLT as well. What's that? Verse 4 in the NLT, it says, you should clothe yourselves instead with the beauty, excuse me, with the beauty that comes from within the spirit. It says the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is so precious to Yahweh. This is how the holy women of old made themselves beautiful, right? It wasn't the outward appearance, right? It was, again, how they conduct themselves, all right? How they trust in their men, how they, follow and listen to their men. You know what I'm saying? And actually be a helpmeet, you know? It says they put their trust in Yahweh and accepted the authority, see that, of their husbands. All right? And 2/3 of our women, that's hard for them to do. That's a challenge. All right? That should be the new TikTok challenge. Listen to your man. Can you do that? All right? Can you not buck up at your man? Can you not, you know what I'm saying, go back and forth and all this? Like real men ain't for that back and forth. They not for that back and forth. Real men, hey, some find out. Real men, if you getting out of line, they might, tighten you up or shake you up at least. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. That was a prime example on why you should not be worrying about these eyelashes and this, that, and the third because it just brings more problems. All right, you can't grow hair because right, you always got fake hair on your scalp. You know what I'm saying? It's time to go natural, all right, and beautify, all right, what the Heavenly Father gave you. All right, so I'm gonna just leave it at that, Lord willing. This was edifying. With that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great meal, so never well. Peace and salutation to the Akim that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity throughout the full corners of the earth. Shalom.